Hello, my name is Cindy McMahon, and I am the Interim Executive Director for Homeward Bound. I'd like to welcome you to our virtual Key Society program. We would much prefer to have you here with us in person, but we care about you, and in this time of COVID and Omicron, we want to prioritize your health and safety. So we're getting creative and doing it this way instead. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about what's going on with Homeward Bound recently. In addition to caring about you, we also care very much for our Homeward Bound staff who make this work possible all day long, every day. And it's been an intense year or so, as you know, with COVID, and every day our staff experience direct and secondary trauma in their work, and they keep showing up and they keep doing this wonderful work with our clients. So we have come up with a plan called the Rest and Reset Week, which is actually happening this week as we release this video. Our staff gets to have a week to be completely off and take a pause to think about their own life balance and self-care so that they can come back to work refreshed and bring that to their clients. We also, of course, at Homeward Bound, care very much for the clients we serve. In fact, in the past year, in 2021, we were able to move 81 individuals from chronic homelessness into permanent supportive housing. And it's permanent supportive housing that we really want to talk to you about today. So I'm going to introduce Jenny Moffitt, who is our Director of Permanent Supportive Housing. She is a rock star in this work. You'd be amazed to be able to see her in her daily life, the way that she can transition beautifully from relating directly to a client who has either recently been homeless or is maybe even now experiencing homelessness, and the way she relates to those folks, but then also the extent to which she can see the bigger picture of how permanent supportive housing fits into the larger health of our community. So I'd love to introduce Jenny Moffitt to you, and she can tell you more about the exciting stuff that we have going on with permanent supportive housing and this project here at Home is Key.
I'm the Permanent Supportive Housing Director, and that means that I get to work with our teams and our clients that are chronically homeless in our community. So these are our clients that we're moving into housing who have been homeless for a minimum of a year and have some sort of documented disability. Permanent supportive housing is when we offer ongoing case management to folks who need assistance with their rent and also need to have supportive services. So we will be offering them support around things like getting connected with a mental health provider, getting connected with folks who can help them with their substance use recovery, everything from helping folks get their food stamps to helping folks reconnect with family members and how to do a real budget, how to get to the grocery store, how to maneuver the transportation system in Asheville-Buncombe County. So we are kind of the wheel, and in that we are helping folks get connected to these services they need to create a support system. You know, most of the folks in our community who are experiencing homelessness have not had the support system they needed when they've run into bumps in the road and barriers. We are currently working with around 245 households, all spread out throughout Buncombe County. And then with this Home is Key project, we'll add another 85 to the mix, and we're really excited about that. Our Home is Key project will be unique in that we will be able to bring these services on site to folks. Where right now, the majority of our clients live out throughout the county, and it might mean a case manager is picking them up and taking them to appointments. The beauty of what we're trying to do at Home is Key is that when we want to create that supportive community here on site, and that way folks can get the wraparound full services they need and hopefully stabilize in housing faster, and be able to continue to work on goals that they've set for themselves.
Thank you, Jenny. Now I would like to introduce Ernest Ferguson, the chair of our Home is Key Steering Committee. Ernest was formerly the vice president for Wachovia Bank, where he was responsible for managing the commercial segment for the Western region of North Carolina until his retirement in 2007. Ernest has a long history of involvement in nonprofit work, serving on many boards and committees, including the Memorial Mission Foundation, the YMCA of Western North Carolina, Buncombe County Economic Development, Sisters of Mercy, United Way of Asheville and Buncombe County, and many, many, many others. He has also run very many successful campaigns, and Homeward Bound is so lucky to have him involved with us. Ernest, can you take it from here?
Cindy, thank you for that introduction, and thanks to each of you for the support that you've given to Homeward Bound. I've had the pleasure of serving as the chair of the Home is Key Capital Campaign. As you may know, we are converting a hotel into 85 rooms for permanent housing for the chronic homeless. In addition to the permanent housing, we're also providing the needed supported services. To accomplish this conversion, our overall goal is $14 million. Thus far, with the efforts of the steering committee, we have raised $11.6 million. We are still in the quiet phase, but we're now at 83% of our goal, needing to raise an additional $2.3 million. I want to take a moment just to recognize the steering committee as well as the staff who has helped us in this effort. Melissa Duong, David Bailey, Barbara Wright, Elizabeth Tyndall, Barbara Love, Ellen Owen, Meredith Schweitzer, Bill Lee, along with staff and campaign support from Wilson Sims, Cindy McMahon, Claire Napolitano, Jim Louder, and Eleanor Aston. This team has worked tirelessly on this effort, and when successful, it will reduce chronic homeless by 40% in our community. That is quite a legacy. Thank you so much.
We are so grateful for Ernest's leadership of this capital campaign. He is going to take us to where we need to go. I also wanted to say thank you to our key sponsor for this year, Biltmore Estate, as well as our presenting sponsors, Beverly Hanks and Associates Realtors, Wicked Weed, and Nest Realty. And I especially want to thank you. Thank you so much for caring about this work. Because of your support in the past year, we were able to end homelessness at Homeward Bound for 117 individuals and families and prevent homelessness for 27 more. Thank you so much for your support of this important work. The best way to understand the impact of this work is to hear directly from someone who has experienced homelessness and now has found home.
Don't isolate, stay connected and be a part of the community. And be a good part of the community because they look at us. Some don't like us, some love us. And I thank God for Homeward Bound and I thank God for Elizabeth Bowers. And it's been a journey. It's been a rough journey, but you know what? I wouldn't trade that journey in for nothing in the world. I would never change it in because it taught me stick to this. Don't give up. Keep the drive and always be positive in what you do. Even if it's negative, be positive. But I like to tell people that restoration begins when you know people care. And Homeward Bound cared, and I thank them for that, and I thank them for just being professional and courteous to my needs and not really just, pushing me away, because I've been pushed away most of my life, and that's not good. And people don't take, I don't know if it's not taking kindly to it, but I just think that we need to address people the way we want to be addressed. I feel so good because my hygiene. I get to take a bath every night. guess what? I got a stove. I got a refrigerator. And you know what? I got a bed. I don't have to sleep on concrete. So, you know, it's all so good. It's so new to me because I thought I had lost that. And I'm so happy to have that back. And my grandkids gonna come see me, and my daughter, my son, and it opens up so many avenues for me right now. You know, work, family, church, the whole 9 yards. And I'm just so happy that I can share a part of this with you guys because you made it happen.